What up, Team Buckhouse? Welcome to the live stream. If you're not watching this live, you know what to do. Listen to it like a podcast. Good to see you guys. It's been a minute since I gone live. We did the live-a-thon, and then I was like, I'm gonna keep going live. Then I didn't. And then I was like, I've been trying like week after week. Like, I'm gonna go live tonight. I gotta go live. I gotta go live. And then I was like, why am I not going live? And then it hit me. My daughter makes it really hard to go live. Bristol is daddy's girl. I'm wearing a necklace that she got me, and just the kids in general to go live around this time at night because this is when the kids go to bed. They're getting older, so they're staying up a little later. I was like, oh, they're gonna get older. It's gonna get easier. So it's just like we've had a little rocky live stream section of life, but we'll bounce back. Obviously, the season's coming, and that's grind time no matter what. And so I will say, I mean, I've gone hard on the short forms all summer long. This is the first summer in 7 years that I didn't post a video every single day. So it's been it's freed up a lot of time for me to create some really cool stuff that's going to drop very soon for this upcoming season, which I'm really excited about. If you've been listening to the podcast, you've heard or seen a lot, and if you haven't been listening to the podcast, you're really messing up. It's in the description. Check out the podcast. But day job shredder jumped in right off the bat. He's like, you've been missing the beat, but I'm not. Keeping the fox alive. Let's go. $3 donation. And David Leifer with the Team Buckhouse and Chavit. What up, dudes? We get some full-blown golds. Somewhere on the mountain as well with the full-blown evolution. Those guys are members of the channel, supporting the dream. I appreciate you guys. Day 26. Cannot wait for the season. I want to hit a rail. Let's go. You're gonna crush the rails. But David, Chavit, day job. It's good to see you guys. Somewhere on the mountain. I love seeing the crazy supporters, the best of the best rolling up. You're gonna be at Keystone opening day. I got to beat Trailer Tom and Nate Dogg for first chair. You think you got them, Matthew? You think you got them? I will also be trying to get on that first chair for Keystone. I definitely want to get to Keystone. Maybe a basin. A basin will be hard to get first chair. We'll see. Oh, no way, I live in Denver. You can still do it, though. It really comes down to when they announce that they're going to start blowing. So the ski season is so close, guys. I glossed over real quick. Chavit's 47 months deep on supporting the dream, dude. You're a legend, Chavit. Appreciate you, my dude. What am I trying to say? Ski season's coming in Colorado. It's been pretty cold. I definitely feel like they could have maybe been blowing some snow. But I don't think it doesn't seem like they're too eager. I don't know if anyone else is getting that vibe, but I feel like the ski resorts haven't been very eager to get the season going. You never know if Keystone or A Basin or Wolf Creek are opening first. Loveland hasn't opened first in a long time, but those four are the four that can usually pull it off first to opens. Everyone else kind of just takes their back seat, knows they're not going to be first to open, and they don't even try and get in the battle. Working as a groomer at Winter Park this season, cannot freaking wait to get some turns, dude. Winter Park is rad. Roman got an icon pass. That little dude, by the way, has gone to it's over 15 ski resorts, and now that he's got the icon pass, he's going to be adding more to that. Winter Park will be one of those. Eldora would be one of those. So we'll be out there. I'm excited to ride park this season. I love to hear that, dude. Park riding is so much fun. I love my park riding. Epic Pass said Keystone mid-October, but I'm thinking more like weekend of the 24th. What do you think? Let me pull up the calendar. I'm telling you, it's cold enough right now that they could be working on it. I think. But I don't make snow. So I could be saying that, but it doesn't really exactly true. 17th, 18th is a possibility. And then, yeah, the 24th, 27th would be an opportunity. All I know is I'm still stacking days. I've been rolling. I've been riding the skeleton of the Copper Hike Park, and still counting days for my 200-day season. We're at day 154. I accidentally told someone today I was at 155, but that's tomorrow. Where's the podcast? I got you the link. I'll get you the link. I'll get you the podcast link. Day Job Shredder. Third, at the jump platforms. We didn't get an episode this week because you'll have to check out the next episode to hear why. Or maybe not hear why, but it was a busy weekend of good things. Lots of good things. Hey, JB, good to see you. Check the gram. Sent you a PM. Something new I grabbed to maintain the gear. Oh, I'm excited to see it. I'm live on my phone, so I can't see it till after, but I'll check the DMs. Dude, Colorado Adventure Channel, good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, going forward, I need to get into the rhythm of long form again. I've been editing videos, by the way. I just haven't been posting them. So I've been saving a lot of videos for this winter, and so that being said, the season's coming. I need to get in the routine of getting long form videos edited. I've been creating something that has been very time consuming. That's launching this year, and so it's gonna be sick. Nick's Colorado channel. Good to see you, buddy. I got my first board this year. I'm so ready for the snowboard season. Or I'm so ready for my snowboard trip this season. Going to be my third time snowboarding, but I've been watching your tutorials the last 2 months. Should be ready. Let's go. I'm stoked that the tutorial videos help you. Yeah, take it slow, warm up, and have an incredible trip, man. That's awesome. More days on snow, you'll get better. That's how you get better at snowboarding, is more time on snow. You've been making long form during the summer? No, I've saved like 16 videos from last winter because I was traveling. Like I have 7 European. I went to Europe and I made 7 long form videos in Europe and I just saved them like on a clue trip. So I've learned a lot and learning a lot of just social media, guys. I'm going into my 10th year, 10 years on YouTube, which is crazy. It says the channel was made in 2012, but this is as I start posting content. We're going into season 10, and you know I could post a mid-season video right now and it would get 3,000-4,000 views, or if I waited and I posted it during the season, there's a chance it could get 30,000+ views, which you know, Greg, dude, I hope you're back home, buddy. It's one of those things where, you know, these videos take hours. I mean, you're looking at minimum of 12 hours, if not more, to make a long form video. And you literally just the time of the year you post it is the difference between actually getting a return on that investment of time and effort, or you just posting it for year memories, essentially. Not home yet, either the end of this week or next, dude. I'm sure you're dying to get home, man. Thank you for doing that, Greg. Greg's been on a long journey. But dude, I'm so excited for you, dude. Oh, you better take a big old vacation, come snowboard in Colorado. How do you know what resort you'll ride so we can ride with you? I need to post on the resort ski maps. I need to post what trips and stuff I'm doing, and I actually still have a ton of flights that I got to use up, and I've been talking with some of it sounds like there's not going to be as many European or overseas trips this upcoming season, which is good and bad. You know, obviously those trips were rad, and I'm so hyped on them. But at the same time, we have a gold ride resort in the United States, so we got to start knocking out Colorado. Not Colorado. We already knocked out Colorado. We got to start knocking out some U.S. ski resorts, and I have been actively working on getting myself in a situation where I can do more trips. More on that. Basically, I've been trying to buy a house. If I can get my family into town, we would lose the backyard park, which would absolutely suck. But I have a solution for that. I'm not getting rid of any of my rails or things like that. We just have to bum a buddy's backyard. But if we can get into town and make life easier for the family, then I can do more trips. So I have been so busy, guys, this off season. It has been wildly busy. Zach, I'm stoked that you're a fan. I appreciate it. How do I get a sponsor this year? Colorado Mountain Bike and Ski. You get sponsors by providing value. I will say, by the way, that you're going to see some promoted content for Legends. If you're 18 or older, it's a online, they call it, what do they call it? A social casino. Essentially, it's like an online casino, essentially. But they're very generous people, and I enjoy my blackjack a little bit. Anyways, so that's a new sponsor for the channel. You'll be seeing some posts about that. But you get a sponsor by providing value. When you can provide value to things, that's how you will get things. So my recommendation, if you want sponsors, start getting followers or providing a value in some way, and you will get sponsors. I know, seeing the backyard park go away will be a bummer, but it's one of those things where, one, I'm young, two, it is time that if I can pull it off, get my family a home, and then down the line, the backyard park can always come back, especially if what I want to launch this year works out well. The sky's the limit. I don't know if you guys have this feeling, but like I can work all day and literally feel like I didn't do anything. And it is a wild thing, because I probably definitely did more than most people did for their socials or would do for their socials in a day, and then also all the stuff on the back end that it's just other stuff. And when it's all said and done, I just like still feel like, dude, I could have done this, I could have done that, should have been doing this, could have been doing that. It's like, gah. Live stream yawn, sorry. I still wake up at 3 a.m. Yeah, the last 4 nights in a row, I woke up with not even my alarm. I just, at 3, like 2 minutes before my alarm, just, I'm awake. I'm like, what? It's crazy. Adrian, good to see you, buddy. My favorite thing is running. Adrian moved up to Summit County, and I run into him all the time. He's always like, "You're shopping? You're always shopping. You're always shopping." And I'm always like, "Adrian, I got a family of 4, man. Every day there's a reason to go to the store. Somebody in the family needs something." Oh, look, Greg's up at 4:30 a.m. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, we put an hour one way, or it's an hour to take my son to school in the morning because it's 30 minutes each way, and then to pick him up it's 30 minutes each way. So it's 2 hours of our day goes to driving every day. We obviously try to do things to eliminate that, but man, I work in the car a lot. Just because it doesn't make sense to drive home to then drive back out, and just wasting time. So we would definitely get a quality of life increase. And that's the thing, like I love the backyard park. Obviously it's sick. It's flashy. It's rad to have. It is an insane amount of work. It is an ungodly amount of work to have a backyard park. And so it's one of those things where not putting that time into the backyard park allows me to do other stuff. even though I absolutely love having the backyard park. But I could also still have all the rails and pull them out when I want, or set it up, or find someone that can kind of run the backyard park maybe in their backyard, but it's still like fully logoed out by my all the rats does is the shoveling in the backyard. Yeah, I literally have Nico come out just for him to shovel the backyard park. Got the new custom bindings, I see. Oh, dude, the new clues are gas. Let me grab the website for you guys. By the way, if you have not checked out the new independent clues, which I would go grab them to show, but my snowboard is so filthy from the stuff that I've been riding that I'm not bringing those in. That snowboard's not coming in my office. I literally will spray it down at the end of the day because it's just like, well. But the new Independence clues are 15% lighter, 15 or 20% stronger. They have canting, which is like, it makes the stance more comfortable. It barely like tilts in. The stepping in is smoother and better. They are an exponentially better binding than the first model. The first model was great. These new ones, the straps are like a big old hug on your feet. So they're available to everyone. They are going to sell out. So if you are like, man, I want to get some clues, do it now, or they're going to be sold out so fast. Especially like size and colors. They're in white and black. They got rid of the red. And yeah, they're sick. I got the new custom behind you. Got the new custom behind you. I see. I want it really bad, but I got the 2025 model. So I think this is the 2026 model. It's the AI artwork. Everyone's so mad that I got the AI artwork one. And it's one of those things where I don't care for the artwork. I really liked the color of this. I think a big old pink evolution. Also, because this is very blank. You put bindings on this and you're not going to really see what's going on there. Bindings and stomp pads and stuff. But like the nose and tail, I thought were very good for big fat evolution logos. Maybe the base will blend in. I didn't think about that with the trees and stuff. But yeah, got the new Burnt Custom. That's gonna be the daily driver, main driver, unless some snowboard company out there wants to pick me up. I think the Burnt Custom is the best snowboard for anything and everything. I call it the Swiss Army knife of snowboarding. So if you're in the market for a new snowboard and you're like, hey man, like, what do you ride? What do you think? I think this is the best snowboard to get. It's linked in the description. Boom. That board's dope AF. I think the color scheme of it's pretty rad, even if AI made it. And I know AI is gonna take all of our jobs and then eventually kill us all, but it's all good. All the rat does is shovel the backyard. Nico, you're gonna be shoveling your own backyard, dude. Congrats to Nico. He's living in the mountain town now. He's gonna get nasty. You need to find a retired guy to take care of the backyard park. 100%, Greg. I tried to find a kid. I tried to find anybody. I literally mentioned it multiple times last season that I was looking for someone like that wants a part-time job to come work the backyard park. I do need to make it to Terry Peak, South Dakota. Tyson, what up? You can get those during the season, man. We don't need to make a special trip for that. The reason I ripped the old model ever or new ones all the way for all those types. Reason to rip the old model ever or new ones all the way for all types of riding. You know what, the new clues, I'll definitely put them on my main driving board, so I'll be on the new clues primarily, and I'll set the old clues on older boards and still ride like an old model, and it'll be fine because there's still incredible bindings. Man, the new ones are like a big old hug. I'm telling you, Nico, the new glues are like a big old hug. It's just so nice. Also, I'm a major fan of having a lot of bindings on all the snowboards, so then you don't have to. I hate setting bindings up, like tying boots and putting bindings on a snowboard. Two of the worst things in the sport. So if I can always have bindings on a board, and because you got like, especially like I measure my distance, which is I do 13.5 inches in between my feet. And so like you always gotta make sure you have the right distance between your feet, all that type of stuff. Like you show like nothing's worse than showing up to the mountain, you're like, oh, my stance is too wide. My like stance is too narrow. And then you gotta go, you do an awkward run, and then you gotta go back to the bench and refix it. Like one of the worst things. Is there any good new snowboard movies on YouTube? I used to love standard films. Honestly, I haven't seen any projects drop this year. Have you guys? I haven't. From all the people that I follow, I've seen 0 projects drop so far. I would love to get them, but I feel that they would be stiff. Correct me if I'm wrong. So the first model were stiff. The new ones are a lot more flexible. I think they find like you could say the first models were like on the very stiff side, and I got used to how stiff they were. These ones are stiff, but they're a lot less stiff, and I feel like they I wouldn't even because I would put them more in the moderate. Like I would even consider the new ones like stiff. I like to say that the new ones feel athletic is the best way to put it. They made the binding feel more athletic. Going out to Colorado for the first time this winter, what should I expect coming from the East Coast conditions? Expect real snow, snow that fell from the sky, not snow that came out of the ground through a tube. And yeah, the biggest thing you're gonna feel is how nice real snow that you can carve like at 2 inches into. You're gonna enjoy that, and it is cold here, but it's like 2 things. The sun will make it feel a lot warmer than it is, but also just because it's sunny doesn't mean it's warm. Because sometimes the sunniest days are the coldest days. Keep trying, you're the man. We enjoy watching the progression over the years. I appreciate it, Scott. I've definitely got better at snowboarding, and it's one of those things where it kind of sneaks up on you, if that makes sense. Like the last time I rode at Copper, I did a 450 on front side and backside, like, and I just tried them onto it was a box, but still, like, the progression was going there. But I found this I put it on Instagram. I found this really cool little sticky note. I know my thing's still flipped. I have no idea how to fix that, but it's my 2020 goals. It says 2020 goals. It says a backside 720, which we've done. A backflip, which we got backflips now. Go to Telluride, which I've gone to Telluride. It says heli trip. I've done 3 heli trips since writing this goal, with the possibility of 1 coming up this season. A lot of really rad things in the works already for this year. And then 30,000 subscribers, which is crazy because if you look at the channel, we're at 254,000 subscribers, something like that. We just hit 400,000 followers on TikTok. TikTok is my biggest platform, which is funny because I've always considered myself a YouTuber, and now I have people come up to me in the streets, and they're like, "Ah, I love your TikToks," and I'm like, "Great, I'm a TikToker." I thought I was a YouTuber. I guess that now they're so you kind of need them all. That you're kind of like all of it, if that makes sense. I'm a content creator, is the way I look at it. But at the end of the day, I get to snowboard for a living, and that's all that I really, I don't say that's all I care about, but like that's the thing that matters is like I get to do what I absolutely love. But you know, I wrote those goals in 2020. You know, we're going into almost the end of 2025, going into 2026. I have this huge calendar that I've been tracking all my days, and like there it is right there. tracking all my days and coming up with big goals and stuff. And the fact that, you know, one of those goals is 200 days, and like that is going to be fully like achievable, especially thanks to Copper Mountain. The summer hike park has been incredible. The leftovers have been good enough. And we've had an absurd season that to finally get the 200-day year is going to be really cool. And to do that right before going in 2026. And the sheer amount of goals that I've accomplished in 2025 by just writing down goals is wild. And then to find a piece of paper tucked away in a notebook that my daughter wanted to write in, that was my 2020 goals. And I wrote those down, and even if you don't ever check back on them, you know, you subconsciously, you made that, like, I'm going to do this. And then boom, you do it. It's crazy. Yeah, see here, Matthew mentioned it. It's primarily designed with AI, something we as snowboarders should hate. Just so you know, spread the AI. You know what's funny is I didn't know that it was designed by AI. And then obviously I purchased it. I wish I would have got it for free, but I got the board, and now I don't want to get a bunch of hate for having the AI board, but I'm gonna sticker it up. I'm gonna make it a lot better. So I don't want to say like I AI. It's definitely gonna kill us, guys. And it's one of those things. It's like, yo, guys, just stop. Why don't we just stop? We know what's gonna happen. But it is what it is. I do think using AI art instead of having like real art, like Burton could definitely have a real artist. They don't need to be doing AI slop. So, and obviously as a content creator, like I don't want to lose my job, or primarily what I do, because people are filling the interwebs with AI slop and like things like that. And it, thankfully, I'm in a sport that, you know, I think the thing that people love about action sports is like humans doing really cool things. And then obviously like views and experiences and mountains. So like going and reviewing a mountain, AI is not going to be able to go review a mountain like I'm going to go review a mountain, unless they're sending their robots and stuff. So I don't know. Future is interesting. Can't be afraid of it. You got to charge it. Ken, hey, season 10 is going to be sick, dude. Thanks for the $5 donation. 10 years, Kenny. Crazy, man. Guys, Kenny's the creator of resortskimaps.com. Hopefully I can turn a lot of these reds to greens this year. And Kenny is the mastermind behind the creation of this website. So Kenny, dude, we love you, man. Appreciate you. Congratulations. Baby number 2. We got to catch up, dude. Is it Quax? Quack? Quack? I don't know how to say your name, but he got a pair of the new clues. Let's go. Will you eat back in Breck mostly this season? I'll get a lot of Breck days. I usually ride a lot of Breck towards the end of the year. I like Breckenridge. It's just hard to get onto Breckenridge. And mid-season, it's very busy. So we'll see how many Breck days we get. Got the Breck Keystone Pass. Let's go. I got Epic and Icon. I didn't have to get A Basin, because now if you get full-blown Icon, you get unlimited days at Keystone or at A Basin, which was important because I get a lot of days at A Basin. I have an older board with 4 screw holes. Do I need to get a different disc to put it on? That can absolutely be the thing. It depends on how old that snowboard is. Like in reality, if you have a very old snowboard, you'll have to get like on Amazon or eBay or somewhere like I've seen them before. Like they go in the old holes, but then they have the new hole option. You'll be raised off the snowboard, but Like the old Burton had like a crazy mounting system and stuff. So come to Steamboat. We do have an awesome Steamboat condo hookup that we've gotten the last couple of years, which would be rad to still do that. And no promises that I don't expect it, but if it's still hookupable, is that a word? Hookupable. If the option to go out there, and I mean I'll do solo days, but I really enjoy the ability to go spend a couple days at Steamboat. It's always a ton of fun. So it's Brian's condo in the Steamboat Village, or sorry, or what is that? It's at Mountain Resorts. If you're gonna go to Steamboat, this is the condo I stay in. It's Brian's. He's a rad dude. Always hooks it up. So, blam. Oh yeah, Kenny, we have done a couple things. There was some. I gotta look at it too, Kenny. There was something that I was like, ooh, we gotta fix that, or do something with it. But what was it? There was definitely something we wanted to add. It was like a location we snowboarded that. Oh, I haven't posted the video yet either. So the Gilson Day, Kenny, we snowboarded the Gilson warehouse, and I think it'd be fun to put that on the map. I still have the card you gave me for my first day snowboarding. That's awesome. 6 years. It's crazy. It's funny because I still feel like I'm just getting started in this whole thing. Andrew. Dude. I was just listening to the podcast wondering when you guys are going to go live again. Yeah, I'm stoked to be live again, Andrew. I need to talk to you about this. About these. It's literally on my to-do list, and I just don't get to it. So it's on my mind, Andrew. Hope you had a killer winter, man. Hope the family's doing great. Danny, just hopped in here for a few. Gotta go. Glad you're live again. Yeah, it's one of those things. I was saying it earlier. I gotta get into the routine, guys. I gotta get back at it. Back at going live, posting long form. Not that I was out of it. I purposely have been not posting videos, but the season's coming. Let's get in the routine. Let's get ready, guys. I want to go back to posting every single day through the winter, which, yeah, I just said that, and then my brain goes, dude, which is a lot. It just means I gotta be very disciplined in the morning. It's really easy to pour a cup of coffee, come in here, and I need to check my notifications, drink coffee, swipe a little bit. All of a sudden it's like, oh, that was an hour. Like a lot of the content that I want to make this year, I still like doing the runs and reviewing the runs, which are just top to bottoms. Those aren't really meant to go crazy viral. Those are meant to provide a service for many years, so people can check out the resorts that they want to go check out and stuff. But I want to do a lot of how-to videos this year. I have a lot I want to remake because they're now 8 years old, 7, 6 years old. So we can go back and remake how to 180 videos, how to 360 videos. Especially now that I've become a better teacher thanks to working with Mr. Rabushka at Snowboard Camp. He's taught me a lot about coaching. So, yeah. Dream trick this season, we got to see the back roll or the back rodeo. Yeah. Dream tricks would be back rodeo, 540. I got to get that trick as a snowboarder. The 1080, it's escaped us a bunch, but we were throwing some pretty solid 720s at Hood. I did twist my ankle the other day skateboarding. I was really mad at myself. Roman wanted to go to the pump track. I went, I brought a skateboard. It's like, I can pump this. It's not a big deal. Horrible. Almost ripped my MCL, ACL, twisted my ankle that just got healed again, like destroyed it, just like laying on the ground, being so mad at myself. And now I'm back in recovery, but I'll be good. But it wasn't as bad as the first time. So by the time the season starts up, I'll be ready to rock. But backside rodeo, the front flip roll, whatever that is called, Nico, 1080. And then, like, I don't know if, I mean, obviously there's tons of tricks to learn and do, but our front 7, that's got to go down this season too. What's your favorite place you've been on the East? Killington. That's where I need to get back out on the East Coast for sure this year. Just about the Fusion Pass for Mount Hood. Going hard this season. Let's go. I love Hood. I do have a Discord group. I don't Discord, and that's the issue with the Discord. Is when I first kind of got the Discord, I tried to be active in it, but I wasn't that active in it. And then people in Discord got mad at me for having a Discord that I was never using. And then all of a sudden, like, it turned into like a really toxic place. It was a disaster. And then the Discord had like 7,000 people in it or something like that. And then one of the moderators went weird and deleted everyone out of the Discord. And then after that happened, I wanted to just fully like shut it down, but I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna leave it. But I'm not a Discorder though. I feel like you gotta be active or on the platform. Like, it's meant to be like while you're on. Like, I just don't do that. I don't got the time for that. So also there's 700 social media apps. So hey Joe, we should set up a phone call. Shoot me an email, because I don't want to say I lost your email, but I literally did the other day search your email, and for some reason I couldn't find it. So if you can shoot me an email, we got to talk. I just can't make business deals on a live stream. I mean, I probably could, but I probably shouldn't. Are you gonna use the plastic M snow in the backyard? I have it. I got a ton of plastic M snow. I have it. It's crazy that you can get 200 days. I'll be lucky if I get 60 if it's a good season, right? I mean, I could honestly have so many more than 200 days, because technically there could have been not a missed day of snowboarding, but I've taken days off. I've gone on trips, family stuff. But technically, there's been snow every day this year. So I could have over 300 days of snowboarding right now. I have a life. I got to do other things than snowboard. Oh, I don't, how did I miss this donation? $2 donation from the Poindexter. When should I go to Telluride this year? February, January, end of January, early February. Great time for Telluride. The best ski resort in Colorado. By far. It has it all. Telluride is rad. Building a backyard this season, got any tips? Expect a ton of work. Do not expect it to be something. You are going to be shoveling more than you'll be riding. That's usually how backyard parks go. I'm stoked. We literally were wearing new boots earlier. Let's go, Nick. That's sick. But yeah, backyard parks are more like passion. Like, you have to enjoy the building and just the act of having a backyard park as much as like riding it. Which I feel like I do have a lot of love for having the backyard park, but man, it is a lot of work. Hey, enjoy your shorts. What do you think of the white space boards? I actually really like my white space. So I ride it when I ride with my son because it's the same snowboard and he's young right now, so it's really cool to have the same board as dad. So when I didn't do it in the summertime because the snow is so dirty, and I thrash snowboards, so I've been very nice to the white space I got. It's the White Space Sean White Freestyle Pro, and it's basically a Burton Custom, but I would argue it's a little more aggressive. It might be closer to what the Burton Custom X is, but the flex on it's still super similar to the Burton Custom. I just feel like it's a little more aggressive than the Burton Custom. That Burton Custom Camber, by the way, guys, not the Flying V. I was going to make that white space my daily driver this season, but someone was very generous, and so we have the new Burton Custom. And if you guys want the Burton Custom, if you guys want any of my snowboard gear, it's all linked in the description. If you guys could actually do me a huge favor, because I need to see if this is an affiliate link for Burton, but I need to see if it's working. So if you guys could click that link, because then I can check my analytics on the affiliate website, and I should see a spike of clicks for this link. And I'm a little worried that the link's not working. So I'm not saying go buy the Burton Custom or buy anything, but if you guys could click that link that I just shared, it'll take you to Burton's website. Should take you to the Burton Custom on Burton's website. So the link it's definitely the proper link. But I just need to check the analytics. So if you guys could do that for me, I'd be very thankful. You guys are incredible. Nolan, thanks for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. Go to Blue Mountain in PA. I want to knock out a ton of PA ski resorts. There's a reason why I probably should go do that as well this season. I have a big mouth, so I'm trying not to say too much stuff. But maybe this year PA will get knocked out. PA is the #1 state requested for me to go ride, so I really feel like I should go do it. I rode in PA this year. I'm working on that video right now. But I did go snowboarding in PA this year. It was just in June? July? It was in July. I think it was in July. Why is bro starting a live stream at 10 p.m.? Well, it's 9 p.m. where I'm at, and I started it an hour ago, so. Or a little less than an hour, 40 minutes ago. So, but Nolan, to truly answer why I'm doing it, is I have children. I have 2 little kids. So I got to get them to lay in their bed. That's why I'm rocking this super red necklace my daughter made me. Dude, dad flexes. Like, this is a dad flex, by the way. And you can rock jewelry that your daughter made you. And it's gangster. You're just like... Or if you're a dad, you want the ultimate, like, dad flex. Let's say you guys are going to go to the zoo. Wear a shirt that says best dad ever. And go to the zoo, and then you're flexing on all the other dads. You're just like, best dad ever. Where's the link to buy the necklace, right, dude? Put all the money in Bristol's college fund. Honestly, that's probably something we'll do, like, down the road when she's a little bigger and got a lot of time and energy, and she's just she all summer can make a bunch of like jewelry or whatever, and then sell it for her college fund. No problem, Panda. Appreciate you. Yeah, you're going to love the white space. I'm taking Winter Park Metro this season, looking for another quick trip to Denver to get multiple days. Eldora worth it for a bonus day after hitting Winter Park? I like Eldora primarily for the terrain park. If you like terrain park riding, Eldora is great. The runs are a little short, but they're fun enough. But like you're asking someone that's been going and riding 20 yards of snow the last week. I've gone 6 days the last week to a chunk of snow the size of my office. So I don't know if you could trust my decision making. I would absolutely go to Eldor to get an additional day of snowboarding if I went on a snowboard trip. What do you think was the most innovative tech to come to snowboarding as of recently? That's a great question. I think obviously there's no denying that the step-in system, not just the clues, like but the Burton step-ins, the Nideckers, the new Union phases, I think is what they're called. All the new quick strap-in systems have been a game changer for a lot of people with snowboarding, a lot of beginners. Strapping in is one of the hardest things for beginners. So I think that's been a huge innovative tech. An innovative tech that I don't think gets a lot of love is the Proteus. This is a camber changing snowboard that I have my own model for. If you guys wanted an Evolution snowboard, uh, this is one you can get right here. It literally can go from camber to reverse camber to S camber to flat profile, whatever you want to rock, you can change it on the mountain on the fly. I think that's one of the most revolutionary things in snowboarding that does not get enough love. Um, and then I think another huge thing in snowboarding is just uh, essentially the new career field in snowboarding, which I would argue is what I do, is like social media snowboarding. I know that's not gear, but it's completely changed how the companies market. It's completely changed how the companies sponsor people. Um, and just like we said it earlier in live stream, like who dropped a project or a video? Like there hasn't been anything. So lots of changes in that aspect. But the camber changing snowboard for sure. I want to get the burn step-ons, but they're really expensive. So do you have any good deals? So I rock clues. I think the new clue bindings are insane, and the best part is you can use any boot you want, unlike the burn step-ons. And if you already have boots, obviously to get the burn step-ons, you got to buy the burn step-ons and then the boots, and I think that puts you around like $600 or something. With the clues, they're also expensive. They're $500 bindings, but you're getting more than just bindings. You're getting a step-in binding as well as a pair of bindings. Um, but if you're looking for cheap bindings, the obviously Union got the cheapest, best bindings you can get. I think I was getting pairs for like $200. I haven't bought like sounds awful to say, but I haven't bought a pair of bindings in 4 years because I've been riding for Clue. So I don't know what Union charges for bindings, but I remember getting bindings back in the day for around like $200. Tim, do it. I don't think you'll regret going to Eldora. Eldora's got a good vibe too. Oh, Bear Creek. I thought you said Beaver Creek. I was like, dude, Beaver Creek's not small. Beaver Creek's a pretty big ski resort. So, Aiden, the reason why we were insanely consistent with the podcast schedule, the reason why it's not been consistent is Ben's got a lot going on in his life, a lot of good, positive things. But it's one of those things where Ben was the one that was, he's been in charge of getting the podcast edited and knocked out. And it's one of those things where I know life gets hard. And so I'm not going to beat up my brother for not having as much time as he has been having, as well as like, he's got to work his main job and then the podcast is a side thing. He was insanely consistent with the podcast for a year and a half before he had to like, I don't say finally get a big boy job, but he's got a big boy job. He's working really hard on that job. So he's just got a lot on his plate right now. And so it's one of those things where I don't have the ability to pick up the podcast. And so it's one of those things where, yes, it'd be awesome to get the podcast to come. We were dropping them every Monday. I love the podcast. I love talking to you guys. But it's one of those things where I really depend on Ben, and we were really hoping that we could get the podcast generating some money by this time, but we couldn't. And so we'll get episodes out. We'll get them out while we can. We promise to do our best, and it is one of those things where Ben, nothing that's happening in Ben's life is bad. It's just, dude, life. I think everyone in this chat understands. Like, life will get you, man. You know, things are going smooth, things are moving, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, what is happening in my life right now? And it just feels like chaos. And then eventually, you know, humans are so adaptable, and we start getting into routines. And all of a sudden, like, this new job that's been so much for Ben, eventually is going to be something that he's just ebbing and flowing, and he's going to feel like he's got a bunch of time back and stuff. So, hope that answers your question. Sorry they're not coming out more consistently. If anyone wants to be a full-time podcast editor for free, we'll hire you. Oh, I'm joking. What do you think about Yes snowboards? I bought a Yes Elika Pro, and I don't know how to ride, but I feel like you'd know. Sadly, I've never rode a Yes board. But Ikia is an insane snowboarder. So I'm assuming that board's gonna be a ton of fun. What it specializes in, I don't know. I don't know, but it's not like we can't Google search it real quick. It's a cool graphic. I like the purple. What we got? Where'd this board go? Why did it do that? Go to the snowboard. All right, there we go. Rating. It's a 3 on the stip. This thing's a noodle, man. It can be soft. You can be able to press it really good. It is camber, so it should have some good pop to it, even though it's soft. It's got side kick to it. It's it looks like a pretty rad snowboard. It's got an extruded base. It's I'm shocked it has an extruded base with how much street riding he does. That's a softer base. It is, the biggest thing is that's a soft snowboard for sure. Bamboo core. I like bamboo cores. I think you're gonna have fun on that board. If you like park riding or you like pressing, jibbing around, it's gonna be a fun snowboard for you. Is it a big mountain, take it down a gnarly chute? Absolutely not. Like, don't go do the ace wall with that snowboard. I mean, you could do it. You could do it. You could do anything with any snowboard, but that's not what that board's meant to do. It also won't be that great on jumps. It's a rail snowboard. Rails and butters. Where's my favorite place to ski around Denver area? Keystone, baby. Keystone's the best. The Beefinator returns. Let's go. I will hit 70 on my snow go this winter. I love it. I want to come out for the 70 day. I do. The K2 Dreamsicles. I literally just unsubscribed from K2's email today, and it said "smell you later." After Dreamsicle is a woman's snowboard, and I read your name and it said, "Oh, that makes sense now." All right, let's look it up. Let's look up the board. When are you going to Mount Bachelor in Oregon? Probably. I have a lot of frontier flights to knock out, so it's one of those things where I'm just gonna spray and pray these flights by January. All right. The Dreamsicle women's snowboard. It's a beginner intermediate board, all mountain. Okay. It's an extruded base, so it's a harder base, which means you don't have to wax it as often. It's a directional rocker. So it's a rocker snowboard. Or is it S camber? I'm not seeing the... Okay, so it's a flat board. So flat boards are nice. I actually really like flat profiles, especially for intermediate. It makes sense that it's an intermediate board. Beginner and intermediate, like if you're ready to buy your first snowboard, I think a flat profile board is the way to go, because you can go from a flat snowboard to becoming an advanced snowboarder, and then you can get on a camber snowboard. But if you go from being a beginner to a camber board, it might slow your progression. Flat gives you a lot of feedback like a camber snowboard does, but it's very forgiving. It's very flexible. It's not as grippy. You're not going to catch as many edges on a flat board as you will with a camber snowboard. So big fan of flat snowboards. It says it's directional, but when I look at the shape of it, it doesn't look that directional. Like it definitely has a tail that you can ride this thing switch. It's a 4 in the flex, and it says it's meant for park, freestyle, and groomed runs. So I think it looks pretty rad. It's a 5 in park, 4 in pipe, or it's a 5 in park for 5 for rails, 4 for pipe, 6 for groomers, and a 6 in powder. So pretty in the middle for everything. So this is like a great first snowboard. Like when you I've been renting, I'm ready for my first snowboard. The K2 Dreamsicle looks like a pretty solid first snowboard for sure. And then figure out what you like about snowboarding, and then get that more advanced, more tailored to what you love snowboard down the road. I'll go back to Sunrise. I don't know. Once we've been somewhere, it's hard to go back. We got to get new ones. Did I just fart? I don't think so. I do fart in the live stream sometimes, and I think you guys might. I'm like, they might hear this one. Happens, man. I'm technically in a room by myself, or am I in a room with 41 people? Who knows? Smell you later. Looking into the Nitro Team Pro snowboard thoughts. Dude, we've actually never really done this. I'm kind of enjoying it. Let's pull up the board. Let's see what the board says. Nitro Team Pro. Dun, 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 dun. All right. This thing is claiming a 10 out of 10 for all mountain, 10 out of 10 for park, 8 out of 10 for backcountry, and a 8 out of 10 for flex. What? Those are some heavy ratings. Category. It's a directional twin, like the Burton Custom. True camber, like the Burton Custom. Reflex core profile, better torsional control, like the Burton Custom. Torsional flex is the board, instead of going like tail to nose, it's the side to side flex. I actually think that's more important. Standard quick response edge control. Okay, standard edges. Like that. Dual aggressive, smooth and forgiving. Sounds like this is their take of the Burton Custom, by the way. Camber, directional twin. It looks rad. It looks like if I wanted to buy a board that wasn't a Burton Custom, it looks like this would be the board that I would get. And they have it in 149. Gee, that's my favorite snowboard size. This is a 150. 149's got my special place in my heart. All right, I'm getting one. Where's this board retail at? I would definitely try this board out. This literally sounds like, oh, dude, snowboards are so expensive nowadays, man. $630. I mean, the Burton cut. This was $680. Gee. I bought a K2 or K3 Discord from Facebook, but I don't know if it's good. I don't know. Joshua, what's up? The Team Pro, expensive. Think it's definitely worth it. I mean, like I said, if I was like, if you told me get a different snowboard, I would be looking for that board, essentially. That sounded like the Burton Custom, just with a Nitro logo on it, opposed to the Burton logo. Favorite mountain ever? Telluride. Favorite mountain in Colorado, though. I knew it was coming, the live stream on. Favorite mountain ever is Telluride. I think it's insane. My go-to mountain, though, my home mountain, the mountain that I love the most, just love, not what is the best features of everything, is Keystone. Keystone's it's got my love. All right, guys, if you can't tell, I look exhausted because I am. I got to wake up early. I've been up since 3 in the morning. Thanks for all the donations on the live stream. Thanks for jumping on the live stream. Get ready for the season, guys. It's coming quick. If you haven't ordered an Evolution sticker yet, I don't even have one on my desk right now. Evolution sticker, this is a little mini guy, but you know, you got to get a sticker before the season starts. Don't be caught on the mountain not rocking one. It's one of the best ways for me to say what up to you guys. Those are linked in the description, or here's the link right here. Snag an Evolution sticker. Get ready for some big announcements. Also, guys, we're going into season 10. 10 years of making these videos. Thanks for 10 years of support. 7 of those years have been doing it for a living, which is wild. Technically 8. We're going into the 8th year. So 7 years, going into our 8th year. Content for a living. Andrew, shoot me an email. I'll email you in the morning, though. I'm going to sleep. We're working on these. And thanks for the red night, guys. Bunch of rad snowboards we looked up. All right. Thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you guys. I'm going to try and get a video out as quick as I can. I have sitting on